I can't wait. The girl is in danger. True, but I also know that you are believed to be an obstacle on the way to her, an obstacle that must be neutralized. As a result, you are the one in danger. You are the one in danger. They get to me, they get to the girl only after eliminating you, or after I stop the game and retreat to Kaer Morhen. I paid you too much, Conjugar, for the advice like this. For advice like this. The advocate turned the iron star around his fingers. For the amount which you paid me today, I've been working actively for quite some time. Witcher, he said, coughing. The advice I give you is well thought out. Hide in Kaer Morhen, disappear, and then those who are looking for Ciri shall get her. Geralt's eyes narrowed and he smiled. Conjugar's didn't pale. I I know what I'm talking about, he added, looking him straight in the eyes. Serious adversaries 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 will find her and do with her whatever they want, while both you and her will be safe. Explain, please, but quick. I found a certain girl, a war orphan from a Cintron noble family. She's been through the refugee camps and is currently measuring and cutting fabrics in Brugge. Haven't been taken in by a clothier. Seemingly, nothing about her stands out except one thing. She quite resembles a person from a portrait of the Lion Cub of Sintra. Would you like to see her picture? No, conjugal. I don't wish to, and I won't agree to this sort of thing. Geralt, the advocate closed his eyes. Tell me what exactly leads you to such decisions. If you want to save your Ciri, then you can't afford the luxury of contempt. No, sorry, you can't afford holding contempt in contempt. The times of contempt is approaching, colleague. The times of contempt are approaching, colleague. The times of terrible, boundless contempt. You must fit in. My proposition is simple. Someone will die so that someone else can live. A person you love will survive. Some other girl will die, a girl you don't even know, someone whom you've never seen, someone whom I can hold in contempt. Interrupted the Witcher. I am supposed to play I'm supposed to pay for what I love with contempt for myself. No, Conjunger. Leave that other child alone. Let her continue measuring fabric. Destroy her picture, burn it, and for my 250 crowns, which you have put aside your drawer, give me something else, information. Yennefer and Ciri have left a land there. I'm sure I'm sure that you know about it. I'm sure that you know where they're going. I'm sure that you know if someone is following them. Conjunger tapped his fingers on the desk and coughed. The wolf, unmoved by the warning, still wants to hunt, he said. He cannot see that he is the prey, that he is running straight into a trap set by the real hunter. Don't be so banal. Be consistent. As you wish. It's not hard to figure that Yennefer is going on as you wish. It's not hard to figure that Yennefer is going on the Conference of Wizards, which will take place on the island of uh, Taned, Taned in Garstang at the beginning of July. She's moving slyly, doesn't use magic, so it's hard to trace her. She was still in Elander a week ago, so I presume that it will take her 3, 4 more days to reach the city of Gorns Velen, just a stone throw away from Taned. On the way of Gorns Velen, she will have to go through Angkor, Angkor village. If you set out now, you'll be able to take out those who are following her, because indeed she is being followed. I hope, Geralt smiled nastily, that those aren't that those aren't royal agents. No, said the advocate, looking at the iron star. These are not agents, but it's also not Rians, who's smarter than you because he stopped showing himself in public ordeal ordeal with the Michelet brothers. Yennefer is followed by 3 paid mercenaries. I presume that you know who they are. I know everybody, which is my which is why my advice is as follows. Don't bother them. Don't go to Angkor. I will make use of my links and connections. I will try to bribe the thugs and reverse the contract. In other words, I will send them after Rians if it works. He stopped suddenly and threw the iron star. The weapon howled through the air and pierced the portrait right in the middle of Senor Condriger's forehead. Nice, isn't it? The advocate smiled broadly. It's called an Orion, an invention from overseas. I've been practicing for over a month and scoring almost every time. Could be useful. In the range of 30 meters, such a star is deadly, and in addition to that, can it can be uh, easily hidden in a glove or hat. The Nilfgaardian Special Forces have been using them since last year. Aha, if Rience is indeed spying for Nilfgaard, it would be ironic if he were found with an Orion in the skull, don't you think? I don't. You're the one supposed to be doing the thinking. You're the one with 250 crowns in your drawer. Sure, Conjugal nodded. I assume that you are giving me a free rein in this aspect. Let us commemorate Rience's impending death with a minute of silence. Why the skull, damn it? Why the skull, damn it? Have you not no respect for death? Too much to stand still when idiots are jeering at it. Have you ever pounded your own death, Conjunger? The advocate coughed again and started at the handkerchief and stared at the handkerchief. I have, he said quietly, a lot. But that is not of but that is none of your business, Witcher. Are you going to Encore? Yes, I am. Ralph Blunden, known as Professor Hamo Cantor, short Yaksa. Do any of those names ring a bell? No, they don't. They're all good with swords, better than Michel Michelet's. The advise a better weapon. I advise a better weapon, like the Nilfgaardian stars. I could sell you a few. I have lots of them. I'm not interested. They're impartial, too much noise. The noise works in the psychological way. I can paralyze the victim with fear. It can paralyze the victim with fear. It's possible, but it can also alert. I could dodge it. If you saw me throw, perhaps I know that you can dodge the spears. If you saw me throw, perhaps I know that you can dodge the spears, but from behind as well. Bullshit. Let's make a bet, said Geralt coldly. I will turn in the direction of your moronic father as you will throw the Orion at me. If you hit me, then you win. If you don't, then you lose. If you lose, you will decrypt the elven manuscripts. You will get the information about the child of elder blood fast and on credit. What if I win? You will do it anyway, and pass the results to Yennefer. She will pay. It's a win-win situation for you. Conjunger opened the drawer and brought out a second Orion. You're hoping that I won't accept the challenge. It was a statement, not a question. No, smiled the Witcher. I'm sure that you will. You're quite daredevil. Did you forget? I have no conscience. I didn't forget. After all, the times of contempt are approaching, and you are always going with the times. But I have remembered your remarks about my anachronistic naive, anachronistic naive, and so this naivety, about my anachronistic naivety, and so this time I am taking a risk with no hopes for a profit. How's that? Very well then. Gondringer picked up the iron star and stood. My curiosity has always been stronger than reason and mercy. Turn around. The Witcher complied. He looked at the portrait and then closed his eyes. The star showed and pierced the wall 4 inches from the frame. Holy shit, yelled Conjunger. Son of a bitch, you didn't even flinch. Geralt turned around and smiled in a very nasty way. Why should I have flinched? I could hear it. I could hear that you aimed so as not to hit.